Let's take a look at radar this morning. We can see the snow breaking out behind the Arctic front. Snow last night was commonplace across the northern Bighorn Basin, the Wind River Basin, then moving into Casper. We also saw some snow that you can't see on radar up here in the northeast corner of the state. Now we're going to see the focal point of the heavier snow set up right along the Interstate 80 corridor of Wyoming into central Wyoming, right in this area over the course of the next several hours through the early to mid-afternoon hours, with the snow last to leave this area of the region all the way hanging on into the early evening hours. So we're going to be looking at winter weather conditions as Arctic air is pouring in very strongly behind this front. So despite the warm start to the day, temperatures are really going to drop. And we can see that on our surface analysis. We can see that the cold front is right now pushing to areas just north and west of Laramie and Cheyenne. But by mid to late afternoon, this cold front will be draped all the way into Denver, into northwest Kansas, and moving through there. And then the Arctic air will also be last to push into Sweetwater County and the southwest areas of the state. But the air behind this front is very, very cold. In fact, many areas tonight will see single-digit temperatures with fresh snow on the ground and clearing skies. We'll have more details on your weekend and a look at your travel weather for Thanksgiving week in a moment. It's Cyber Week at DayWeather.com. From Monday, November 23rd through Monday, November 30th, go to DayWeather.com and enter coupon code WEATHER at checkout and receive 10% off every weather instrument and weather station in our online store. Even sale items, you'll get your discount. Take advantage of Cyber Week at DayWeather.com. Remember, enter coupon code WEATHER at checkout to get your 10% discount between November 23rd and Monday, November 30th. Let's take a look at the weather trends we're going to be watching for you. First of all, we've got today with the much colder temperatures, periods of snow and blowing snow, especially the central and southern areas of the state all the way through late afternoon and evening. We'll have snow, blowing and drifting snow, and poor travel conditions, especially with the rapidly falling temperatures. Tonight, as skies clear late, single digits in many areas of the central, east, south, and north. We'll have a little bit of fog tonight and tomorrow morning as well in some of the snow-covered basins and valleys. It'll be a fair chilly Saturday, warmer Sunday through Wednesday. So for those of you with travel plans for this early holiday travel period between tomorrow and next Tuesday, we don't see any problems. So that's good news if you need to start your holiday travel this weekend or early next week. But another Arctic surge with snow chances will increase statewide beginning Wednesday in the far west, then spreading east over all of Wyoming and all of the region by Thanksgiving Day and into Friday of next week. What we're going to see is another big outbreak of Arctic air overrun by a Pacific storm. And this all gets going as early as Wednesday. Now let's take a look at the precipitation forecast for next Wednesday and Thursday. And you can see that a large portion of the Rocky Mountain West right here, this is going to be mostly all snow. And then we've got rain breaking out in the nation's midsection. This is going to be something that we're going to need to be watching as we head on into that Wednesday, Thursday time frame. And when we look at what it should be in terms of type of precipitation, well, you can see across all of Wyoming, Colorado, South Dakota, Nebraska, all the surrounding states, it's going to be all snow with an area of what could be freezing precipitation across portions of central Nebraska into Kansas. Along Interstate 80 eastbound, this is where we could have some problems with ice and snow as we get into the Thanksgiving holiday travel period. Now, we'll update you early next week to keep you abreast of this changing weather situation around Thanksgiving time. Thanks for watching today.